I don't know. I fuck with Sharpay. I love an evil woman. I think that she's beautiful. I think she got, I feel like, she was a very misunderstood character. And I think Ashley Tisdale really did do something by that lady.
You want there to be like a Wicked franchise that's like from Sharpay's point of view, and like Troy and Gabriella are like straight evil, like low key. It's like they were just telling that story from the wrong perspective.
Yeah. I think I would love that. I would love a High School Musical through Sharpay's eyes. What would they call that? High School Musical, the Sharpay edition. And it's just Ashley Tisdale in like the wildest fucking CGI. Like she's just, they just blow her face to hell. Oh yeah.
Not the octave.
That's a new one for you guys. Something new every time we switch.
An evolution. Because
as you could tell.
For those of you tuned in with your fucking eyes, we're in a different,
should be most of y'all.
We're in a different spot. It looks a little new in here. I've been living here for 18 months.
Don't tell them niggas where you live.
I'm not telling them where I live, but I'm saying like I've been here for a minute. We've never done the pod here until now. I haven't been here for 18 months. I've been here for 16 months. What's the difference?
2 months.
Thanks. Chat. Run the numbers.
Hello, I can vape in here now.
Yeah. Because I know you don't want to say where we were, but you could not vape. You could not vape.
We could not vape in our last situation. Which, better for my lungs, not necessarily good for my mental health.
And you could vape here, enjoy yourself. We could be smoking weed here.
We could.
But we're not. And what's up with that?
And that's only because, honestly, let's leave the weed smoking up to you guys during the pod.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because I've, when it comes up, like, in conversation with, like, a new friend or something, and I'm telling them what it is that I get up to, they're like, oh, the morning Bleezy. And I'm like, yeah, so, the hook I would say in, like, the past was that, yeah, we smoke weed and we talk about how fucked up things are. But now we don't smoke the weed, so it's like, why are we keeping this branding? Obviously,
because y'all smoke.
It's what we have. But I like your spin there. That
we'll leave it to you guys.
Yeah,
I hope roll a fat morning blunt just for us
on your way to work.
On your way to work. Don't roll it if you're driving. If you can roll and drive at the same time, that's a very good skill, but you should not be doing that.
Okay, no, never mind.
Gotta keep that in. You should be watching. I don't know what's up with you. Like, you're driving. First of all, you're driving to work.
Well, that's the thing. Like, we want people to, like, consume this on their way to work, but, like, you can't always be streaming a video.
No, you can't. I mean, honestly, we're gonna start seeing a less car-pilled society due to the war. Is that insensitive?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, potentially, but
it could be. But I mean, that's what's happening.
America started it, so
start train maxing.
We could clown on American drivers for kind of having to reap what they sowed.
Yeah.
Through voting, I guess. I mean, not me.
Or I don't think any of us, because technically she won the popular vote. I mean, she still would have probably fucked us up, but we wouldn't be in a war with Iran.
I don't know about that.
Inshallah, we wouldn't. Do you think that Bibi would have gotten to her and have been like...
That's true. Like, I think Trump was stupid enough to, like, actually fall for it. But she, through the years, we'd just be like, taking out this Iranian general, like bombing this military thing, and I think she would have been all about that. I don't think she maybe would have like full sent it like, we are at war with you, which is why they closed the strait and led to a lot of the shit that's about to happen. She
wouldn't have made a genocidal tweet.
We're gonna get to that. I guess
we're gonna be forced to. How can we not?
Yo?
Anyway, good morning.
Oh, fuck it. I don't know, there's never a good place to drop that in, but whether you're watching or listening, welcome. This is the Morning Bleezy. Welcome to the morning, Bleezy.
Hi.
I know we just kind of started it before, but what's up?
We did.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Nia.
And this is a pod we rolled up just for you, for that commute to that whack-ass job that you don't want to go to.
Very lame.
And today, as you're listening to this, dear listener, is April 20th. So you better be rolling up on the way to your fuck-ass job.
Inshallah. You know what's crazy? Bro, literally, I have been so, like, non-smoker weeder that I keep forgetting that it is 420 coming up. Like, it is 420 weekend as we record this right now. And I
love that
what?
it's a departure from, like, the week leading up to 420 being notable enough. Like, I feel like most people, it's like they wake up and they're like, oh shit, it's 420.
Yeah.
Better go find some weed. But it's like, no, like
Scrounging.
In the past, it was like, I gotta prepare.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta, like, what am I doing for 420?
Bro, literally in college, me and my friends would plan out, like, we would be like, okay, you gotta throw in 20, you gotta throw in 20, you gotta throw in 20. We're gonna buy a half and we're gonna fucking roll up eighth blunts. Like, I remember one 420, we were rolling up eighth blunts in rose petals. Like, we were like rolling up rose blunts, and that was genuinely one of the best things ever. I remember just like being like fucking almost completely greened out, kicking everybody's ass at fucking Cards Against Humanity. Like, I would just wake up and be like, it's my turn. Jesus. And just stuff chips in my mouth. It was great. That's when weed was fun.
But now
it's not.
We got the frontal lobe developed. I don't know. I'll never be like anti-weed, but I've been smoking a lot less weed. Well, I haven't smoked all year. I've had a slight gummy and weed juice era as of maybe the last 6 weeks, but definitely, like, just if you're looking by quantity of calendar days, this has been my least stoner year, probably all fucking decade.
Yeah. And that's okay. And that's another thing that we should be able to address on the morning, Bleezy, is being like, not every day you gotta smoke. Like, you don't have to smoke.
But it's true.
It's true. And that's something, like, if we're gonna talk about weed, you know, like, there are times where you're gonna need to take a break. When was the last time you took a tea break, listener? When was the last time you did that? I would encourage you, like, if you?
But I know you, listener, because if you're like me, when's the last time you took a tea break that lasted more than like 2 weeks? Because everyone's like, yeah, I'm on a tea break, but then like the next either inconvenient situation, you're a little stressed out, or like good vibe situation, you're like, well, I'm not gonna smoke. But like once you like turn down the weed being passed around like 4 to 7 times, and you still haven't folded on the tea break, that's when you actually start to feel the difference, the fruits. This is all just cope. This is insane cope.
It kind of is.
Both of our parts, but
I'm
what are you
too
gonna
broke
do?
to afford like the half ounce, so I've been forced. Like, it's a financially mandated tea break.
A year ago this weekend, it was 420 Easter, and we had a potluck.
For Teaster.
And we made weed.
Got it.
Weed food.
It's definitely been 11 minutes.
That's movie magic.
We have not even hit weather.
We got 49 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's get to the weather.
Weather. Okay, awesome. So it has actually been really fucking warm lately. If you live here, you know it's been hot as shit.
Yeah.
Low key, like, my skin has been melting. But let me tell you something, girl. This is not the harbinger.
That's a great
harbinger of summer.
Harbinger.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't, because I'll get sad.
That just means that we read.
Yeah, the harbinger of summer.
Because we don't know how to.
No, we don't. I know the word, like, not phonetically. Put on some fucking clothes next week. It's gonna be cold.
Because why? It's fools.
It is full summer, and I think that's the weather. I told y'all what to do.
Yeah, hell yeah. Changing lanes.
Into
oncoming
traffic.
Hopefully not, but you know.
Yeah, don't do that shit.
If you swerve
the
out,
morning Bleezy told me to.
So I think, you know, it's beautiful that you do not need a car to thrive in New York City. So we'll never hold that against anybody. But this tweet said, wait. So, and this person deleted this tweet, which is soft.
Stop being pussy.
Wait, so I have a serious question. If you live in NYC and a man asks you on a date, but neither of you have cars, does he come to your place to pick you up so you can ride the train together? Do you just meet him at the place? Or is he calling you an Uber to the place? Also, do you go home by yourself or does he take you home? First of all, make your own fucking decisions.
Like that was low key like a CIA type of beat, because all it really did was make more like guys angry and be like, well, why the fuck would I pay for the Uber? Like, shit is mad expensive. Da 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 da. And I'm like, I genuinely think it is a question of who is it that you think that you're going on a date with. And I use finance bros as like a kind of like, I just assume they got the bread, because I'm like, if you working with money, why don't you got no fucking money? You better have some. But if you are asking a person out on a date and you have the bread for them to like take them to Uber, especially like, I don't expect you to get an Uber for a person if you meeting them at the fucking Nathan's Hot Dogs. Like, but if you're taking that bitch out to, you know, maybe it's 12 p.m. and you want to go to Sunday in Brooklyn, get her an Uber. And then you could take the train home. Take her back to her place via the train. That's perfectly fine. But I'm like, you know, if neither of you have cars, just figure out who is it that you're trying to talk to. Who is it that you're talking to?
I don't know. This tweet and all the things it was questioning at the same time, it kind of puts up your like opinion on public transit against like, you know, is chivalry dead? And I don't think there's like a direct correlation there. Like, I think, you know, there's the right time where like the gesture of like, let me get your car for you is a wonderful thing. And like, they're like, I'm not going to say like, so you hate the train, you know, but certain like quote tweets of that and replies were clearly people who live in New York City and fear the train. And those people are lame.
Yeah.
And so I'm not trying to say like, then, you know, yeah, you got to call him an Uber or like, you're not a good romantic person. So, you know, I think it's just a circular conundrum that eats itself. Me personally, if the person I'm going on a date with is going to be like put off that I want to ride the train, or like we might get on the train later to go wherever we go after, then I probably don't want to get a second date because I fucking love the train. But that's me. That's me. And like, you know, you live in New York City. Like, like you live in the city where you can do it 8 other ways. Take the fucking ferry there, bro. Like,
take the ferry, like bike, skateboard,
because
bus,
you'll go
train.
past 20 fucking things that, you know, could lead to adventure, lead to stories, lead to friendships, whatever. You get in an Uber, like you insulate yourself in fucking Glinda's bubble till you get to your location and then you pop out and it's like, well, I didn't have to like make eye contact with anybody. I didn't have to talk to anybody.
Because you know you ignore the Uber driver.
And it cost you 50 fucking bucks. So I don't know. But if the person you're dating is into that, then I hope y'all are happy. I don't know.
I honestly, if a person, I'm going to say personally my circumstances for this, if I would expect, I feel like it would be good, it would be nice if somebody got me an Uber after they, like, if they asked me out on a date, because I live deep as fuck. Deep as fuck. And if this event or like thing that you like, you're like this place that you're inviting me to, right? If that shit is like tip of Manhattan or like in Brooklyn, I'm gonna be like, so how am I get there? I'm gonna at least ask like, so how do you expect me to get there? Right. And they're like, oh, if a nigga's like, oh, well, I can scoop you, or if I can get you like a car like that, I would at that point, I would probably expect it. But if it's like, if I'm in the Bronx and you in the Bronx, or I'm in Brooklyn and you're in Brooklyn, we're just going to link up and we're not going to really have to think about, oh, how you get. That would be a topic. That's like the upcoming topic. Like, oh, like, how'd you get here? Like, oh, yeah, I took the train, or oh, da, 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 da. Yeah. But if you know I live deep as fuck and you invited me out to deep as fuck and you know that I don't drive and you don't drive, come on now.
Let's talk about these goddamn sports, Nia. Sports. It's in the game.
There's a lot. So when it comes to sports, what do we think of? We think of athletes. We
Indubitably.
think of our most fit, our most, our most able, our most capable of people. Especially when you're representing, like we just had the Olympics, so we had people representing an entire country. There are more, we have very popular sports. We have like basketball, baseball, volleyball.
For sure.
And then you have like your more casual sports like cornhole. And I'm not personally a cornhole player. I don't know what, the physique of a good cornhole professional like player is like, but after hearing that one of the best, the one of the greatest cornhole players is a man, a quadruple amputee. Yeah, a quadruple amputee. It inspires me to maybe get into cornhole, maybe see what's going on there. Like it encourages me to do more with myself.
Makes you want to model your behavior and actions after this guy.
After this man.
For sure.
However, just because somebody is very good at, a sport does not necessarily mean that they are necessarily good in all aspects of their life. Kobe, Tiger,
the
cornhole master, first name something, last name Weber. I literally couldn't find it. Yes, his last name.
We don't have to, honor
we don't
him
have to. No, we don't necessarily.
He killed a guy.
He did kill a guy with all that strength in all of his amputated limbs. He chose not to use those for good. He chose to end the life of a man in another car during, I guess, a road rage incident in which he had 2 passengers in the back seat.
I think it was all in the car they were all in. I think it was like his friend.
So he shot his friend in the car.
Yeah.
So there was 4 of them in total.
I think.
Okay.
Should we? I hate when we talk
we
have
to go
ass.
ahead from our crew here.
All right, it's getting cleared. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shania. They were all in the car, and he was driving the car. Which shout out to that. I don't know how that works.
They not let because that's crazy, but he was driving. I guess did they prefer for him to drive like the
it would kind of be less
quadruple?
woke if they had a problem with it, right?
I guess.
Like, are you gonna be the one in the friend group that's like, bro, I don't know if you should drive,
or maybe
it's like, what's up with you?
Well,
you don't think I could drive?
Yeah,
just because I don't have arms and legs, I can't drive a fucking motor vehicle.
That's probably what they got into it about. So, in this incident, which is not funny,
no,
in this incident, a man did die. And he managed to
not only to operate a motor vehicle, but to pull a fucking trigger.
It feels like everyone is in shock, and it's okay to be in shock, and I don't think that it's wrong to be. It's a bizarre situation. A man with no arms or legs was operating a motor vehicle and shot a man to death at the same time, and is a world-renowned cornhole player.
And they say you can't multitask.
Like, if
what's your fucking excuse?
What's your excuse, bro? And that's kind of like the world we're living in. If you feel overwhelmed by what I just said, imagine how, his friends felt in the backseat of the car when he asked them to help him take the body out of the car, which I don't understand why you thought that they might help you in this situation. Like, obviously you're panicking, they're panicking and stuff like that, but you gotta, at that point, just pull over somehow. I don't know how he does it.
The friends got out the car. He asked the friends to help with this body. They were like, no. They got out the car. They went right to the cops.
Yeah.
And so he drove off with the body, and he did dump the body, and then later got apprehended because the friends went right to the cops. Were like, he shot this guy in the car.
Yo. The more that you fucking tell me about this story, the more I am, and I'm not going to say, I don't want to say inspired, but I am just kind of like, I'm perplexed. I'm bamboozled. I can't even imagine it in my mind's eye. So it really is like, this has definitely, this has struck me, and I'm still a little bit in shock by it. Like, I really have to process that. I really do.
Do you?
Because I do. I do. It is quite bizarre. It is quite bizarre.
Like, what's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story
is what's your excuse?
Never underestimate anybody. Never think that my favorite quote that I low-key have come up with, I don't know if anybody else did, but I know I think I did, is anybody can do anything to you at any point in time. Don't ever think that nothing can happen.
Can we run that? Let's. Hey, kids.
It's true.
I'm here to tell you something.
Yeah.
Anybody can do anything to you.
To you specifically.
At any point in time. I mean, that's like mainly the main thing that they drill into your head when you're like learning how to drive. Like essentially like more than anything else, like when you're like learning and taking those lessons and trying to get your license, they just really drill into your head that like the best way to stay ahead on the road is to kind of just anticipate what any of these other cars could do at any moment and be ready for like the worst one. Yeah. And then hope it don't happen.
And hope it doesn't happen to you. But let me tell you something.
You don't even have to be driving that car.
You don't have to be driving.
You could be riding shotgun and looking down the barrel of one.
And anything. Anybody could do anything to you at any point. Never be surprised. Never put anything past anybody ever. Mashallah. And Amen. That's the moral of the story. Thank you.
I did learn something there.
Yeah.
That's great. How are we doing on time?
Oh, that's a great question. I think we're like right on time.
I think we're killing it.
20 minutes left?
We got 20 minutes to talk about this goddamn Pope beef.
How do you do that?
Should we do Pope and then space or space then Pope? I don't want space to be more than 5 minutes. I just want to like
Let's do space then. Let's do space.
All right. We're holding space for these astronauts.
Hey.
Who made it back to Earth alive. Woo! Changed as humans. And I know I've talked about it. I talked about it back in February when they thought there was a chance they would launch that mission on the Super Bowl day, but they had to work out a few glitches, so it got pushed back. They ended up launching on April 1st. We did discuss this last episode that they were still on their way to the moon at the time we were recording it. Yeah. The day our episode came out, which was Monday, don't remember the day, but that Monday that our ep came out 2 weeks ago, they actually broke the record for the furthest that any number of them had been from Earth. Wow. And then they circled around the moon and they came back and they landed safely off the coast of San Diego on April 10th. And so... I don't know. I was so into this shit.
No, I love it.
I was so fucking into the space thing.
I feel like we should all be like, I think we should be very, very proud of ourselves, especially since like this came not of fighting. This came from genuine urge of like human exploration just to really like get down to it. Let's go to the moon.
And collaboration.
Yeah. And I'm it's fine that there was a Canadian up there.
It is.
It's fine.
It is fine, Nia.
Yeah.
And I learned more about why. I mean, obviously, like the point I made the first time when you had a problem with it was that like the beauty of space is the collaborative human nature of it. It's not about what America's going to go do. It's about like how far we could push it as a species. And so I think it's great that it was a multinational group of people that went around the moon. Canada built this arm that they attached to the space shuttle, and they would use it to like manipulate things out there, like satellites and adjusting things and putting cameras looking at things, and so that was clutch. And so we, as a thank you, we held a space for Jeremy Hansen from the Canadian Space Agency on the Artemis 2 mission. But the service module that like was attached, like they were in the Orion like spacecraft, like the Orion is like saying they were in like the Civic, like Orion is like the model of the spacecraft they were in, but the crew named like this particular Orion, they named it Integrity. So they would be like, we're in Integrity. And so Integrity was attached to the service module that had a lot of the shit that like life support and fuel and supplies that was attached to it the whole trip around. And then it got like detached off at the last second. So just Integrity like went back into Earth. But that service module was made by the European Space Agency. And when they set up this moon base in a few years, the like actual habitat modules that they'll be like living in on the surface are going to be made by the Italian Space Agency. So it's a group fucking project, and I love that.
Yes.
But just the way that this whole mission was live streamed, like, you know, back in the 60s, they had, you know, like breaking news, like tune in on one of the 4 channels that exist right now, you know, they're going to land, but this is 2026. And so NASA on YouTube, they had like a live going the entire
time,
10
right?
days of the mission. Like you could tune in any time of the day. I don't think I ever was on there where there were less than like 200,000, 300,000 people watching, even at like 4 a.m, you know, but at certain points, like when they were landing, there were like close to 3 million people. And that's just on that YouTube stream. And then when you factor in all the other streams that people could be watching, like this was tens of millions of people from all around the globe tuning in, wishing them well. And it was really just like they picked the right 4 people. Yeah. Like they picked these perfect 4 people. They got really close to each other. The commander, Reed Wiseman, his wife passed away like 6 years ago or something. She had cancer. And on the day that they broke the record for furthest anyone's ever been from Earth, they were on the live stream and they were talking to Mission Control on the radio. And Jeremy Hansen, the Canadian, he had the mic and he was saying that there were these 2 like new craters on the moon. Like all the shit's been mapped out for decades. Like all these individual craters, they have it cataloged. They have a lot of them named, but you know, shit keeps flying around in space. Shit keeps hitting the moon. So there were 2 new craters that had not been named yet. And so they said, we propose, let's name this one Integrity after our spaceship. And then he said, we want to name that one Carroll, which was Reed's wife's name. Wow. And it was this really beautiful moment. And then as he was reading it, he was saying, you know, he was clarifying. He's like, that's spelled like Carroll. And as he was like spelling out the name, all the astronauts start crying, hugging each other. And just, I don't know how much it bleeds into your sphere online, but like everyone fell in love with this shit. Yeah. Like it was really, I don't know. It was just, and then they lived, which was cool.
And then they fucking lived.
And Victor Glover, the pilot, he was just dropping poetry anytime that he was on the mic, you know, like they were about to go around the dark side of the moon and they would lose signal from Earth, you know, for like 40 minutes because the moon would be in the way of the signal. Moon, and so he was like, you know, we'll see you on the other side. He's like, but we feel the love from Earth now. We love you too, you know, and they just kept reiterating the overview effect, which I've mentioned before, where like you get out there and you realize like it's all so fragile and it's all connected and it's one thing and like borders are stupid. And so, and they got these pictures, like all this, like now they got these beautiful ass cameras. I don't know. I've been yapping a lot, but I just loved it, man. And they're going back. I think I lied on the last ep. The Artemis 3 mission, they're not going to the moon, but they're going to be in Earth orbit testing out the lander that will go to the moon on Artemis 4, because this one was just the Orion. But so they'll have like the second spacecraft, like, because the Orion would just stay around the moon and then the lander would detach and go down to the surface, but they don't have that built yet. So Artemis 3 will stay at Earth, but they're going to test that vehicle, and then Artemis 4 they're gonna land down there. And I don't know. Shout out to that. It was just like a really nice news cycle in the middle of some bullshit. But I don't want to take any more time on it. But I don't know what.
No, I think that's lovely. I'm honestly, when I hear about it, because I have not been too much on social media, and where I know that they're talking about it a lot. So like hearing it here is fantastic, and I'm happy that y'all get to hear Jake lovingly nerd out about space, because bro, he genuinely loves it and it's fantastic. Thanks for all the information. Honestly, I almost fucking teared up listening to like you talk about Carroll. I'm like, damn.
And now there's Carroll Crater. Yeah, like that's just forever.
Shout out, honestly, shout out Carroll.
Right?
Hell yeah.
I was telling Nia, like, you know, when you're a young boy, they give you like 3, like you could fuck with dinosaurs, you could fuck with trucks, or you could fuck with space. And I was absolutely a space kid. Like my first like bedroom decor was all like stars and rocket ships and shit. So, and it was all based on shit that, you know, like we had the space shuttle, but like all the cool shit was like 50 fucking years ago or whatever. And I think it's like, it's really exciting that, like, you know, so many pictures of little kids like just being locked in on the TV, like wearing like an astronaut costume, like, you know, this is gonna. And Christina Cook, not to not mention her, she, you know, she previously had the record for the longest continuous space flight by a woman. She was the 4th member of this crew. and she has said, like, all of them say such amazing quotes. Like, just go watch any interview with these people, especially since they came back and they want to like share their perspective. Just go click any fucking ass interview with them. They all like have amazing things to say.
If you have like the intelligence and the willpower and like the discipline to become an astronaut, I feel like, and to genuinely to be so in love with space, to go up there, you got like Shakespeare just coming out of your mouth constantly, very likely. Like that like a genuine love for space enough to go up into a fucking vacuum that wants nothing more than to kill you.
Yeah, bro. Boil your blood.
Genuinely boil your blood in the vacuum. Like, it's beautiful.
Like Christina was saying, like, you know, we're in a, well, actually, I don't know. Victor Glover said, like, you know, like, we're in a spaceship, we're in Orion, but you, Earth, like, you're in a spaceship. Like, from where we are, we could see that everything that's ever mattered, every human that's ever lived, like, you're hanging in the vacuum tip. It's just a little bigger than our spaceship, but like, y'all are on a spaceship. When they came back, Christina Cook was saying, like, you know, like, we've learned a lot, like, as a crew, like, you know, we're like, we went up as friends, we came down as best friends. So like, you know, crew wise, like, we really locked in, we love each other. But like, Earth, like, we are a crew, you know, like you guys, like, let's work together, let's do it. And now I'm segueing to the rest of the news, because it was really like crazy that this was going on for 10 days, but it almost seemed for a second there like they might come back around and there'd be no one on the ground to fucking help them land, because Trump was gonna start sending some nukes out, dog.
Bro,
it was a crazy like the juxtaposition of the two situations couldn't have been more extreme.
Bro, man has two sides. The one that goes out and shows that, you know, we truly all are one, and that we should be really getting together, working with each other, because at any point the center of this bitch could get too hot and explode. And then you have some other dude that's like, a
civilization is gonna die tonight.
A genocidal tweet on it's not even a tweet. It's a post on a government controlled, like Trump controlled fucking
Truth Social.
Like,
yeah, like,
does it not give fucking Orwellian bullshit? Truth Social. A whole civilization will die tonight. Like, it's giving Ministry of, what is it? Ministry of Love, Ministry of Truth, like, whatever the fuck. Like, bro, I don't know. We've talked about this already last week. We've hinted at it throughout this episode. We're going to be talking about beefing with the Pope today.
Because the Pope, as much of sane humanity, is like, hey, y'all are wildin'. Y'all, you're blowing up mad civilian shit. Like, and as I've said last episode, every little individual action here is a war crime. That truth post is a war crime.
It's a war crime. That's a genocide, a call for genocide. But you just said that.
They might, now that it's appearing for 2 seconds to be kind of chilling out, it kind of seems like they were just killing mad civilians, blowing up bridges, burning oil fields, bombing power stations to manipulate the stock market and short oil and make a few $100 million each in the administration. Like, it's just, they're just playing Monopoly with like the only planet we have, you know, which is crazy. And so the Pope, who is an American, first American Pope, Pope Leo from Chicago, for tweeting in more or less words, "That's whack, don't do that." Now they got Trump, they got Vance, they got Hegseth, all these guys being like, what does the Pope know about
What
peace?
does the Pope know about anything? He's not a politician.
Religion?
He doesn't know anything about, like, he genuinely, you have Pope Leo saying, like, I am not a political figure. And technically, no, but obviously you are. You play some part in how people will align themselves politically.
Yeah.
And saying that he's the leader of the Catholic Church, and he is supposed to be going and working, following the rules of the Bible. It explicitly tells you, no, you should not fuck with war. We're supposed to be like getting together and trying to like figure out ways to be amongst each other without without war. It's explicitly like, don't do
that
war.
shit.
And for you to then be upset and call him a moron or do whatever the fuck just to talk down about him for saying that is simply ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It just makes me, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by this administration every single day because why would you even, you don't even have to, why would you fix your lips to open up and talk about why the Pope is wrong for being against war? Please focus on anything else, which I know that you won't, because he explicitly said that when asked about healthcare and childcare in America, he explicitly said, we can't do that. We're not doing that. We're not going to handle that. That is going to be a state's problem. And they're going to have to raise their taxes. We can't take that on federally. And that was the end of it.
They're not afraid to like invoke religion when they're going on offense. Like when they're like, we're going to put the 10 commandments in every school. We're going to require this and this and that in all these classrooms. Mm-hmm. But they don't actually believe or mean that shit because, I mean, they're going to try to do it because, one goal of all Project 2025 is like, let's make this shit the Handmaid's Tale. Mm-hmm. But then when a real religion comes into the room.
Yeah, a real lover of God.
Y'all get mad. And it's you got fucking Sean Hannity saying like, I'll renounce my Catholicism to like ride Trump's dick. And it's like, you know how many people
That's blasphemy.
Throughout history. Oh, and then you want to talk about blasphemy, bro?
Let's talk about it. Let's fucking talk about it.
You know where I'm going with that?
Absolutely, I know where you're going with that. Another reason, this is why it's embarrassing, the things that come out of this administration. You posted an AI photo of yourself as Jesus. As Jesus Christ. That's exactly what he did.
He's going to put the Onion out of business.
Like, it's bizarre. That's probably a fucking plot, low key. Like, I can't. You post yourself an AI photo of you as Jesus, whom I love, but not you. And you're out here. And then once you get the backlash, because that is blasphemous and that it is simply offensive. Like, why the fuck would you do that after you've waged war and called for the genocide of an entire nation of people? Oh, no, I didn't think, I posted that, yes, but I didn't see myself as Jesus. I saw myself as a doctor.
As a doctor.
Surrounded by angels, laying hands upon the sick, with light coming out of your palms, and whatever the fuck in the background. Like, how, it can't possibly be that you think that the people are that stupid. I think no. He could not possibly think that the people are that stupid. I think you just need to say something.
Some MAGA people draw the line. It's like at that point, like, fuck you for this being your line.
Yeah.
Like, like the gas prices. You didn't think that gas prices would be this high. Now you renounce Trump, or he portrayed himself as Jesus and he's beefing with the Pope, and now you're like, I don't know about this guy. Mm-hmm. There were like 2,000 other things first that any rational person should have drawn the line at. So, I mean, I'm glad you got out, but
I'm glad you got out, but I'm still fucking upset.
And when he dies,
you fall for that shit.
When he dies, I hope it falls apart. Like, you telling me JD Vance is gonna hold that shit together?
JD Vance is a ugly fat chud.
JD Vance is a convert. Like, he's been a Catholic for like 8 minutes, and he's like, don't listen to the fucking Pope.
Conversion to what?
Catholic.
Where did he come from?
The fucking crack dens of Appalachia.
Gotta be.
The bar from Trump, because they're beefing with the Pope. He had this long ass truth post that said a bunch of crazy shit, but he led with, the Pope is weak on crime, which is what? That's an all timer. But it's, what are we doing here? The Pope is weak on crime. Yo, the Pope might be 2 weeks away from developing a nuclear weapon.
Like,
guys, I don't know. Fuck you.
Honestly, would not be surprised if they just start. Well, they wouldn't fucking look at Italy. Imagine what would they do? Honestly, what would the Vatican's reaction be to, like,
to getting nuked?
Not to getting nuked or to be threatened. What do you think would happen?
I don't know. I mean, the Pope is playing it pretty smooth right now. Like he just keeps posting like these tweets that are hard to disagree with unless you're sociopathic. He's just like we're not supposed to act this way. We're not supposed to do this. Like, but since this strife has flared up, there have been like bomb threats at the Pope's brother's house here in America. Like someone's gonna like attack, and I'm sure that if someone on Trump's team had the chance, they might try to go for the Pope, bro. Like I don't know.
That's where we are.
It's really crazy. Yeah, that's where we are. It's really crazy.
A genocidal maniac that is falling apart, that like barely has the energy to finish a sentence, is coming after the Pope.
That's what was so refreshing about Artemis 2 was that the live streams had no ads. They weren't plug-in Prime energy drink, and everyone spoke in a complete sentence. Everyone was clearly so intelligent.
Yeah.
And then you go out here, do you see Pete Hegseth was at some presser talking shit on the Pope, and in doing so, he like wanted to lead a prayer, but the prayer that he led wasn't actually from the Bible. It was from Pulp Fiction.
Are you talking? He said Samuel L. Jackson's fucking. Are you serious?
Yeah. And it's unclear if he knew that wasn't like real.
These
are the people telling them that like we know
what we're doing, and you should trust us.
So we're here now.
We're here now.
We're podcasting from Brooklyn.
The Big K. It's true.
That's what's up. And thank you for listening or watching. Tell your friends, comment on our reels. Please engage with it. We're very excited because we recently had a reel do
pretty fucking well
faintly
on TikTok.
well on TikTok.
Honestly, yeah, I've never seen numbers like that from anything I've posted. So go watch us on TikTok. Or I'm not gonna. Do I promote TikTok? I will promote TikTok if you watch us. I wouldn't say to stay away from it any other time. Just get your news from us.
Yeah.
Most horrific thing to say. Get your news from us. And then turn off the TikTok and then go outside and go play. But remember to bring a jacket because it is full summer. Okay.
This has been the Morning Bleezy, morningbleezy.com. I love you so much.
Arcola.tv.
That too.
And
we'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
2 of them.